What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play Silent Hill 3. Last episode we picked up an empty wine bottle, and we are going to be using that wine bottle right now over here, and we're going to fill it up with kerosene. So that gives us an oil-filled bottle. Let me just check the map real quick to get my bearings. Okay, I know where I'm headed now. Still a ton of tiny numb bodies roaming this hallway. Gonna make sure to avoid those. And over here, we have a lot of complicated looking machinery. Most of which we are not going to have to operate. There is, however, a switch right here, and a container, which we will pour the kerosene into, and the kerosene's gonna act as fuel, and now we can come over to the switch again, throw that switch, and turn it on. I actually screwed that up a little bit. It's nothing that's going to impact progressing through the game or this particular section, but the reason that you throw that switch is to drain the water down here where the ladder is. If you come over here before you've put the kerosene in the tank and you throw the switch to drain the water, Heather makes a comment that the water's too deep and too disgusting to plunge into. And that's supposed to be your hint for what to do about that situation, but it's just a little bit of flavor text we mixed out on. And now, I think we have some pendulums through here. No, I'm thinking of a later part of the sewer. You know, it's always been my belief that sewer levels tend to be the worst part of almost any game. Silent Hill seems to buck that trend, though. Ooh, big ol' penis. Sorry, big ol' fetus. A lot of phallic imagery in this game. I think I already explained what the numb bodies look like and what they symbolize in a previous episode, though. You know, they're stomping around back there. Kind of sounds a little bit like flapping wings. I feel like I'm getting ambushed by air screamers from Silent Hill 1. The big door opposite the one that we just came through to get to this stairwell, we will be backtracking back there eventually. There's something in this... Ooh. I think that might be a preview of a monster we're going to encounter later. Anyway, that big door that we came in opposite this one, we'll be going through that in just a second. First of all, I want to come through here to pick a few things up. Let's see, so there's nothing in the dumpster. This is the key item in here, which you might think is a little bit unassuming. It's just a simple hairdryer. There's also one more not important item. Well, there's the ampoule. Ampoules are full health healing items, just like medkits are about half health and health drinks are small heals. There was also that wheelchair back there. Wheelchairs, abandoned rickety wheelchairs, are a recurring theme in Silent Hill. Part of that has to do with the fact that, like I was saying in a previous episode, the Silent Hill series as a whole, and particularly this game, takes a lot of its inspiration from movies like Jacob's Ladder and Session 9. Session 9 had a very prominent recurring wheelchair motif. Oh, man, I forgot how far those things can lunge, especially the big ones. Is that the first or the second time I've dipped at critical health? Either way, though, in here we get even more health drinks. I'm probably in the double digits with those by now. And we get no special message when Heather walks over this save symbol. It seems to be every other one we get a little bit of background about Heather feeling like the save symbol, the halo of the sun is groping around inside her head. Actually, I think that's the message that pops up the first time you encounter a save point in Silent Hill 2. Okay, so there's a monster in the water, killed 2 of his buddies. I should never have doubted that old urban legend about alligators in the sewers. It was no myth. But no one believes me. They were drunk and slipped? We're not that damn stupid. Even calling it a monster isn't quite right. This is something else. All I know is something's in there. I'm going in now to beat that thing's head in. If you find this note, consider it my will. Revenge is futile. Or so you may think reading this. Wish I knew how to do the deed. Guns won't work. Famous knife work. Yeah, if only he had a grenade. So, that memo is not crucial, but if you're coming through here the first time, you're going to want to read that, because it gives you a hint as to what to do here. When you come through this area, do not cross that walkway immediately, or you will be killed by whatever killed the author of that note, plus his 2 friends. Instead, come over to the outlet and plug the hairdryer in. And that will go ahead and electrocute the tentacle monster that was lurking in the water. Now, in New Game Plus, there is a really bizarre sequence, a hidden sequence that can occur right here. If you drop your steel pipe into the water, an angel will pop out of the water and it will ask you 3 questions. And if you answer all of her questions honestly, you get a golden pipe and a silver pipe and your original steel pipe. And I believe the gold pipe and the silver pipe don't actually do anything special. I think they're just gold and silver skinned pipes with no special properties. It's a very interesting little secret, though. Let's see. Turn it around. Oh, God. Ugh. That's such a scary, unnerving noise. And it hits so suddenly. Pendulums are probably the scariest enemy in the game. They still get a reaction out of me. Ooh. Lots of little random noises like that will do that. Still do that to me. Probably played this game damn near a half-dozen times. There's still little details like that. Little percussions, little sounds of steel clanging, pendulums out of nowhere. Still so good. And you combine the ooh, getting a little bit turned around. I couldn't find where the stairs went up. You combine like the fact that it can startle you, and then that tense atmosphere of dread, and the psychological and the body horror, and it's one of the most perfect survival horror series ever, at least up until a point. Thought there were a couple items in the crates, I guess not. And since we have a short little stretch to go through where not a whole lot is going to be going on, except, wait a minute, we have another save, so another chance at a little bit of background? Nah. Okay, so, since I'm once again switched onto that mode where I can do nothing but gush about how much I love this series, this was the second to last game to be developed by Team Silent, the team that brought us all of the good Silent Hills, 1 through 4. And this, obviously, if you haven't been able to pick up on my praise for the game yet, is by far my favorite of the original 4. The original Silent Hills of Team Silent's creation. So we have Nakazawa, who was an animator on Silent Hill 2, directing this one. Yamaoka, of course, is back like he was for almost every Silent Hill, with the exception of, I think it might have been just Downpour. Downpour was scored by the guy who did the music for Dexter, and honestly, he did a really good job. It's probably one of the strongest elements of Downpour. Let's see, we have Hiroyuki Iwaku back, of course, as the writer for this game. He also wrote Silent Hill 2. He wrote the script for Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3 back-to-back. Masahiro Ito, the series' legendary environmental artist and monster designer, bringing some of his best work of his whole career to bear in this game. And if you bash open the wall back there, you find an homage to Metal Gear Solid 1, along with a silencer. And I don't think there's too much lying in wait around this room, so now we'll just go around, push the mattress into this hole, and that will allow us to jump down the hole because the mattress will break our fall. And that brings us down, or will bring us down in just a moment. I'm glad I didn't jump down right away because there were handgun bullets. And when we jump down the hole, it'll bring us to the second floor. Who else is returning from Team Silent? Most of, I think, the original Team Silent members are here for Silent Hill 3. Although a lot of them are playing significantly different roles than they did, say, in Silent Hill 1. Or 2, for that matter. Oh, right. Our good friend Takeyoshi Sato. Remember the guy who lived in the office at the Konami office for like 2.5 years during the development period for Silent Hill 1? He was the guy who single-handedly did every cutscene in Silent Hill 1. And when I say single-handed me, that's not being hyperbolic. He did every FMV in that game by himself, lived in the office for 2.5 years, and didn't return home during that period of time. And he was kind of bullied and pushed around in the office. He paid his dues in Silent Hill 1, and between that and a little bit of blackmailing, threatening not to teach his seniors at the company how to do 3D animation, he kind of finally got to rise up to prominence. Sato did. And he played a very prominent role. Sorry, I just wanted to go silent for that little effect. Got to play a very prominent role in Silent Hill 2's creation. But unfortunately, Sato is no longer with us for Silent Hill 3. Not dead, mind you. That makes him sound like he's dead. Also, I really like that mannequin section. I'll talk more about that in just a moment. Sato was originally going to be the person to write Silent Hill 3's script. And he had, from what he said in interviews, a totally different story in mind for the game, which has never been revealed. For more on Takeyoshi Sato, check out the Silent Hill 1 playthrough if you haven't done that already. I find his story really, really, really fascinating. What was I gonna talk about, though? Oh, right, the mannequin. The mannequin room I wanted to talk about real quick. If you've watched the second Silent Hill movie, Silent Hill Revelations 3D or whatever, pretty mediocre movie, not as terrible as people make it out to be. Anyway, that movie is a very loose adaptation of Silent Hill 3, much like the first movie was a very loose adaptation of Silent Hill 1. There is a scene in Silent Hill Revelations in which Heather is going through this storage room being stalked by this kind of neat mannequin spider monster. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be an homage to the mannequin room that we were in a couple of minutes ago. Also, I've been, while telling that story, totally biding time and running around all of these rooms in Monica's dance studio, not because there's much left around here that I haven't picked up yet that's important, but because I know that in one of these rooms lies a map, and I cannot figure out where the fuck it is. And that's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts that I can't remember where this map is. I've probably passed by it a bunch, so I might have to cut ahead. Where is that? Oh, damn it, that's it. That does not look like a map. Son of a... God. Fuck. Oh, that was such a sentence full of non-words. That was really bad. That was like a condensed Finnegan's Wake. Shit, that was really bad. Is it gonna create too much dead air if I just cut the whole monologue out? Ah, fuck it. Fuck it, that was worth it just for the Finnegan's Wake joke. Yeah, that was my Silent Hill 1 vending machine moment. Must have passed by that son of a bitch, like, at least a dozen times. Ah, well, moving on. See, I believe I want to head in here to KMN Auto Parts. Stop reading the sign, Heather. Oh, it's locked. Which door is not locked? Let's try maybe down the hallway. You know what? I need to go through the Fine Arts Gallery eventually anyway, so might as well head through here. And then I think I can cut through here to the auto parts store. There was a picture here. It's gone now. Okay, so flame purifies all, and Heather is scared of fire. There's something mysteriously scary about the fire. If you play this game on easy riddle difficulty, that screwdriver is not there because you don't need the screwdriver. The screwdriver is there to open up the desk that we found in the room where I struggled to find the map. And again, that is only for easy riddle difficulty. But now we get a katana! Yeah! So unlike in Silent Hill 1, where the katana was I believe a New Game Plus secret weapon, you get it as a normal melee option in Silent Hill 3, which is just fucking so cool. As a variety of attacks, like most of the melee weapons, hold down X, you get a straight overhead, you just tap it, you get a little bit of an angled slice, and you can do a little slight combo with it. I believe it also has a thrusting attack if you run forward and hit attack. It's a very, very nice weapon. It's got similar range to the pipe, it's much quicker, does much more damage, it's a lot more versatile. So, it's going to be our replacement from here on out to the pipe. Oh, that is just a texture. That's not a door. That is a broken door. Let's test that katana out. I have plenty of monsters left that I can kill before I start hitting that upper limit where it might push me towards the bad ending. So we can definitely show off how nasty this katana is. Oh, that is a trap room with an insane cancer in it. Don't want to go in there. One of these doors, of course it's... Oh, it's not going to be the last door I check. Okay. Alright, this is the room I wanted to be in, because this room contains a health drink. More importantly, however, on the left, we will pick up a jack. Now we have almost all of the items that we want here in the Hilltop Center. But there is... Whoa, 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 guys. There is one more thing here. But we have to go back upstairs to get it, because it is inside that desk that we needed the screwdriver for. Are there any other doors that I missed here? Pretty sure all the rest of them are locked and or broken. Well, no, not locked. Locked doors you can get into eventually with a key. Jam doors The jam doors are the game's way of telling you that, nope, you're never getting in here, don't even worry about it, which is pretty nice, actually, once you figure that out. Locked doors are always going to be important, jam doors are never going to be important. It's one thing that I was not a big fan of in Silent Hill Downpour is they got away from that map system. Okay, and we're coming back to Monica's dance studio, and this was the room with the drawer, right? Yes. Heather's walking around like a badass with her katana. That's incredible. Now we'll use the screwdriver to open the desk up. You know what? I just realized something. Maybe she should have taken a screwdriver out of that goddamn toolbox we ran across earlier, so she didn't have to do all this running around. Maybe there was no screwdriver in that toolbox. Then again, all she did with the screwdriver was pry the thing open. She could have just done it with her katana. Whatever. Okay, so now we have a jack, we have some rope, and yeah, that's it. I was thinking of the screwdriver, but we don't have that anymore because we don't need it anymore. So we'll use the jack to pry the slightly ajar doors of the elevator open. And then you might be wondering, what is the rope for? The rope is going to be used to rappel down the elevator shaft. I don't know what Heather is tying the rope to, but suspension of disbelief. And that will bring us down. I believe we're on the second or third floor now. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. And that is once I find the save point. It's not over there. And it's not over there. Where is the save point? Ah. There we go. The old familiar patterns on a piece of paper stuck to the vending machine. Who the hell put it there? It's not like it's layers fat or anything. Yeah, the kids love demon cults. Demon cults are all the rage with the kids nowadays. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode, folks. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one.